All right, so based on your lesson in the book, we split matter into two types of matter. What were they? Well, we were already talking about matter, so now we're looking at just matter. How do we? So now we understand what is matter. How do we best classify that? How do we categorize matter? No, those are phases. Think about it as Alright. So we can characterize them as either pure substances or as mixtures. So guys, what would we consider to be a pure substance? Okay, what did the book get? Broken down to two things. What were they? Well, basically, about pure substance on one or two things. Okay, go back to the book. Cody, you got your book open, right?
Yeah.
What's one of the pure substances that the book talks about? Elements. Okay, good, guys. So an element. Okay, this is the purest substance. An element is something that cannot be broken down into simpler parts. That's something you should have taken right out of earth science, middle school, or if you had other science courses. We've talked about this thing over and over again. What makes something an element? And Madison, give me an example of one element. Well, elements are made out of atoms. Well, what's an example? There's over 100 elements to choose from. Give me one. Gold would be a perfect example of an element. If I look at the atomic structure of gold, it's something more than AU. Repeat it over and over. There's no way to break that down any further, so it's a pure substance. Now, sometimes I can also be considered to be a pure substance if I have a compound. H2O is an example of a compound. Okay, so again, it could be considered to be a pure substance. And then mixtures can also be broken down further. There are two types of mixtures. What are they? No, not solutions. It's homogeneous and
then the
heterogeneous. Okay? So when we look at heterogeneous, it means different things throughout. Okay, so do you guys remember, or maybe you've seen these, the kid games, where it's like this clear plastic tube and it's filled with a bunch of junk? Like little shreds of plastic, but there's occasionally like a little car that's stuck in there and you guys shake it up and see what you can find. That's a heterogeneous mixture. It's where it's completely different throughout. Okay? Ketchup is not a heterogeneous mixture.
You have to shake it up, or else there's this weird liquid that comes
We'll talk
out.
about that in a minute. Okay. So, what would be another example of a heterogeneous mixture?
You mix marshmallows and
Trail mix.
Trail mix, yes.
Right
Trail
from the
mix.
book.
What's another one? Give me an example of a natural heterogeneous mixture. Sand, right? If I go out to the beach and I dig a bunch of sand up, it's not going to be pure sand. There's going to be other things that are in there, so it'll be a heterogeneous mixture. What's the other type of mixture? Homogeneous. Homogeneous. What that means is the same stuff throughout the entire thing. Okay, so give me an example of a homogeneous mixture.
Milk.
Milk is not. Milk is something special called a colloid.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
What? Salt. Salt? I guess you could say that. What would be that? Sugar would be an example of that, I would say. Although I think those are more compounds. Well, I mean, ultimately, when we think about homogeneous mixture, again, it's just going to be the same all the way throughout the whole thing. All right, so any questions on mixtures or pure substances? So here we go. I'm gonna have you guys classify these. Tell me if it's an element, a compound, or a mixture.
I volunteer.
You got this? Think so?
Obviously.
Silver is for one, it can cause cancer. It's true.
All right. All you gotta do is choose one. Tell me where to put it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Alyssa, give me one. Gentlemen. Lemonade is? It is definitely a mixture. Very good. Casey. Gold is a element. Allie. Oxygen is?
Vitamin.
That is an element. Very good. Nick.
Silver.
Silver is? That is an element. Michael. Got it.
Helium is a element.
Helium is an element. Very good. Madison. Air is? No. Wrong philosophy. Moving away from Eastern thought. Air is actually a mixture. It's not a compound either, guys. Air is a mixture. Sure. Blake.
Or a
Shampoo.
Shampoo would be? Mixture. Gauge.
Carbon dioxide.
Yes, carbon dioxide is a compound. Lucky.
Soda is mixture.
Courtney. Pure water. Here, where's that go? Courtney, what do you think? Say a little bit louder. Water is not gonna be an element, guys. Remember, water is H2O. That's gonna be a compound. Patrick.
copper is element.
Copper is an element. Anna.
NaCl is an element.
No.
Oh,
All right, guys. Dakota Burt. Give me one.
Hydrogen is an element.
What is?
Hydrogen is an element.
Hydrogen is an element. Well done.
Oh, gosh.
Dakota Lee.
Carbon is an element.
Carbon is also an element. Corey. Sure. That would be a mixture. And the last one, glucose. Drew. That is a compound. Guys, what is glucose?
Something in your body.
Glucose is your body's natural sugar. It's C6H12O6.
Yes, I called that.
Alright, so just make sure we got all those letters go up here and make sure we are correct. And we got them all right. Give me Skippy.
You can say we're geniuses.